Saturday night here in Corpus Christi, the RoughRiders taking on the Hooks, and we're joined by Riders center fielder Ryan Strausborger back in his usual position. Ryan, you played second base yesterday, and the adage is if you're playing a spot you're not used to playing, the ball will find you. And boy, you were a magnet for the baseball yesterday.
Yeah, that's just how it works when you go into a spot. It just seems like you come into a spot you're not used to playing, or you sub into a position, the ball will always find you, and that's what happened yesterday.
You made some nice plays, especially very early in the ball game, a couple of double plays that you turned. Did you feel comfortable right back in the swing of things, a spot you hadn't played all year?
I felt comfortable with the glove. It was the throwing is what I was really uncomfortable with, just because it's so different in the outfield throwing than it is in the infield. But other than that, I take ground balls almost every day, so I didn't feel too uncomfortable over there.
I don't want to belabor the point, but obviously you must have felt a little bit sick the way it ended there in the sixth inning on that throw over to first base.
Yeah, it was an awful play, to be honest, and I feel bad for Claudio because he pitched well, and he should have never gotten that loss.
It also came on a day where you just had a terrific day with the bat. You had your first three-hit game this season in Game 1, the game-tying home run. I want to ask you about that. This is twice now in the last week and a half in this ballpark where you've tied up a game with a multi-run home run. All of a sudden, you're in the clutch spot and then coming through with the long ball.
I'm every day working hard in the cage, trying to get a little bit of calmness and consistency in my swing, and I've just the last couple times I've been in that spot, just connected well on balls. Not trying to hit them, just got a good pitch to hit, and I didn't miss it.
And those home runs were pretty similar as well. They were line drive shots. They weren't ones that had a whole lot of elevation on them. I would imagine this is a place that you would like hitting, seeing as the fences are a little bit closer and a little bit shorter than they are back in Frisco when it comes to that type of swing.
Yeah, this park, it plays a lot like ours, to be honest. Left field, the ball really carries here, and right field is probably not as generous here as it is at home, but to be honest, this feels a lot like ours wind-wise.
We're here with Ryan Strausborger. It seemed like you had made a little bit more of an effort to go the other way. You've been such a pull hitter, probably for the majority of your career. Is that something that you're trying to do?
Yeah, the pitching's getting better, obviously, and when I'm thinking middle the other way, the ball will still pull itself, and if I'm thinking pull, I'm just going to hurt myself, and I'm finally kind of getting a grasp of that, and you have to think the other way. The pitchers aren't going to miss over the plate and give you stuff to pull very often, so you think middle and the ball just pull itself, so I need to just center my swing more.
Is that an evolution that you came across on your own, or is it one that you've been prodded into just naturally here as the season's gone on?
No, it's been pounded in my head over and over. Everyone says it, the hitting coaches say it, and I don't want to say that I was ignoring the fact that they were telling me that, but I'm finally kind of just realizing that's what you got to do to be successful. And the last two games yesterday, I did a good job of it.
Going back to your play defensively in center field, that's a spot where you haven't made an error. You obviously seem as comfortable as a player can be in any position. A couple of weeks ago, you had an outfield assist with a guy tagging up at second base. I believe it was against one of the Arkansas, and you threw him out from pretty medium to deepish center field. How do you size those up, and is that just a complete instinct play, or is it something that you can work on in practice when it comes to your accuracy on the throw, the strength, getting yourself in the right position and charging in as you're making the catch?
Practice-wise, we work on getting behind the ball, and that allows you to come through it and get more momentum going into your throw and all that kind of stuff. But I think growing up, I've just always worked on pulling down my throws, and I've got a really high arm slot, and I throw straight over the top, so the ball comes out of my hand pretty straight most of the time as long as I grip it four-seam, and that throw right there, I got a perfect grip on it, and I got really far behind it, and I was able to get my whole body into the throw, and it was just on the money.
When it comes to all the facets of your game, whether it's a game-tying home run, stealing a big base, or throwing a guy out on an assist from the outfield, which do you get the most thrill of after seeing a successful one of those executed?
Obviously I'm not where I want to be hitting, but I really pride myself on just hustle and base running. That's just the will to work hard. I love base running, and I love helping my team defensively, and that's something that I'll bring to the park every day. And the hitting, I'm battling up there and trying to improve on that, but the defense and base running is something that I really put a lot of my effort and focus into, and I think that wins a lot of ball games. It's overlooked a lot by people. They don't realize how important that is. So,
away from the field, you've been bringing your guitar on some of these road trips. Alex Buchholz has been playing the guitar. Have you guys been been jamming at all on any of these trips or when you guys are back in Frisco?
Yeah, we do a little bit. It's mainly just listen to him because he's way better than me. But he's teaching me a lot, and it's fun to pick it up and try and learn a few things.
What sparked that interest for you?
Honestly, my brother, he got a acoustic and electric, and I just picked it up one day, and I was like, I think I could get into this. So my parents got me one for Christmas, and I've stuck with it. Haven't got bored of it yet, so that's my interest right now.
Is there anything else aside from baseball that kind of you let your mind go to get yourself a little bit of a break from the game?
Honestly, we don't really have much time after our game, so right now it's really just the guitar and sleeping.
Well, as a musically inept person, as long as you can strum a chord, that's anything more than I can do. So congratulations on you picking that up and also on the home run yesterday, and hope to see the offensive improvement continue here over the last 6 weeks of the season. Thanks for the time.
Thanks for having me.
That's Ryan Strausborger. We're back after this here on the Frisco RoughRiders Baseball Network.